Hey guys, I just did a video on my house goals for 2019. I did not really make any personal goals for 2019. I didn't set any resolutions because I always suck at them. So I have some goals. I did one on the house because I have a lot of household goals where things that I really want to focus on completing in the house. And then I'm going to do one on parenting goals because you get so hard on yourself as a mom, and I do that at times. And I just got back from a trip without the kids, and I had a lot of time to reflect on myself as a mom and things that I could do better as a mom and things that I would like to change in our household to just make it a little more efficient and less stressful. And I don't want to be like yelling mom, so I figure if we have some better guidelines or goals, it'll better set my kids up for their future, but then also it'll just make the household run a little more smoothly. So a lot of these things are things that I've kind of done, but I've always kind of half-assed them, so I need to step it up a little bit and just be a little stricter and a little more firm with specific things. So for example, the kids would wake up early, and they would wake up early to play, I don't know, whatever they wanted to play at the time. So maybe they were playing something the night before, like a battle game, where they a Nerf dart game. They create these battle games with the Nerf guns. So they'd be playing that, or say Fortnite, for example, something like that, where they would be waking themselves up early to do that. So my new rule is chill time, reading, sleeping. You can't really get going until 7. And I mean, I encourage the early rising. I'm more efficient in the morning, but I don't want them losing sleep to go play Fortnite or watch videos on YouTube. I need them to actually be getting their sleep. So that is the new thing. And they're allowed to do it from 7 to 7:30. And then at 7:30, everything is off. And it is time to get dressed if they're not already dressed, and which they can do before 7 for sure. I mean, they can get homework done. They just need to be efficient with that time if they are gonna wake up early. My kids are mean if they don't get their sleep. So that's the reason I'm doing this. You're probably like, wait a minute, that's really dumb. No, my kids are complete jerks if they don't get their sleep. They need their sleep. And I believe for the health too, they do. So at 7:30, they need to get dressed, they need to brush their teeth, they need to get their shoes on, they need to have their hair done, they need to eat breakfast, they need to put their lunch boxes in their backpack, make sure their backpacks are ready, and be sure that if there's anything that they want to bring to school that day. I'm talking specifically about soccer balls, but if they want to bring a ball to school, that they get that done before they resume their playtime. So once they get everything done, which like I said, they can do before 7 if they choose to, then they are allowed to play whatever they want to play until it's time for us to go to school. So that's our morning, and it's been very loosely sort of that for a while, but there wasn't hard set times. And now that we've added these times to the morning, everything is running so much more smoothly. In fact, 2 days ago, they were like, we're dressed, but it's 6:52 and we can't play games yet, so we're gonna clean our room. My boyfriend and I are like, who are these people? He's all, what did you do to your kids? And I'm like, I don't know, but I love it. So it's just running better. And I know that the structure is better. Structure is better for everybody. I thrive on structure. I completely fail without it. So my kids are the same way. That's our morning. And I don't feel like it's too hard. I just feel like it's just, make sure I'm not late for work, speaking of structure, making sure it's just right. So then, yeah, so those are our mornings, and then they go to school, they get home from school, and they can play for a little while, because I don't want them to get home from school and go straight to homework. I want them to have a minute to enjoy the sunlight, play with the neighbors. They do a lot of jumping down the fences because they're all friends. So I want them to be able to play with their friends for a little bit. So they do. So they get that time. It's usually about a half an hour, and then it's time to get homework done, because if we don't get it done earlier, our whole night goes to crap. So they have to sit down and bust out their homework. And the days the tutor's here, he does get home from school and goes straight to doing his homework, but otherwise, he's able to have a little bit of a break. And then I let them choose. Do they want to do their reading now? Because they each have to read for about 20 minutes a day. Do they want to do their reading now, or do they want to do their reading before bed and go to bed, go upstairs earlier for bed? So my back hurts. We did something this morning in our circuit training class that kind of tweaked my back a little. I think it was the push-ups. I had like a weird feeling in my arm today. Anyways, it's off topic, but it kind of hurts. So that's after school, immediately after school, homework, and then there's playtime, and then everything gets turned off at dinner time, and then everything kind of stays off after dinner. So I try to eat dinner at about 6 or so they get like an hour and a half of, yeah, they get about an hour and a half of playtime, depending on how long they like screw around doing their homework. It's up to them, really. And then we have dinner, and then we usually play games. We play a lot of games in our house. So we'll play games, or we'll watch something together, which is very rare. Usually like I'm doing dishes and they're watching something with my boyfriend. That's usually how that ends up working. Or they're doing dishes with me, and then we all play something. Usually it's board games. Usually they're finishing something, I don't know. I don't really know what happens to our nights sometimes, which is why I'm doing more structured stuff. And then 7:30 is when we start heading upstairs. And I would say it's between 7:30 and 7:50 that we actually like get upstairs, and that's when they shower, brush their teeth, they go potty, they get ready for bed. And then at that point we either read something together, or they do their reading, or you know, we play with the birds or the snake for a little bit, and we just kind of hang out and we talk. And then I lay and I snuggle with them for a little bit, and then I get up, and about 8:30, 8:45 is between 8:30 and 9 is when they go to sleep. Deacon struggles to go to sleep just a little bit more than Drake. He has like a wandering mind at night, whereas Drake just lays down and he's out. So yeah, that's about our night. So sometimes too, like Deacon's struggling, he can like stay up and read, which occasionally he does. He also likes to journal, so sometimes he'll journal a little bit. And yeah, that's the day. So that structure, having those set times, especially in the morning, is really great, because I realized on the trip that I was really sick and tired of getting mad at my kids in the morning because we were late and we're like rushing out the door, and it's like, hurry up, like put your shoes on, where's your shoes? I don't know where my shoes are, and where's your backpack? I don't know where it's at. It's like, it's hanging up on the back of the chair, it's always there, just put your backpack on. Like things like that, where it's like, I don't want to get mad about these things anymore, and I want to like get riled up about them, but I don't want to get upset with the kids about them. I just want like these things to be done. They're old enough now. I mean, they're 7 and 9.5. Like they're old enough to do these things and do them well. So the other thing that I want to implement more is more structured chore system of some sort. I've tried them everything. I've tried them all. And I want to do some sort of a get back into like chores payment allowance type of a thing, to teach them savings and financial management, which is very young age for that term, but something. And I haven't really figured out exactly what I'm gonna do quite yet, and I'm not ready to implement it yet, but something in the near future. They do help. Like if I ask, it's like, hey, pick that up, or do this, or come do the dishes for me, or you know, will you go take Caliber for a walk, or will you feed Caliber, or will you, you know, do whatever they do. It's not a big deal. It's just that it would be cool to have something more structured, just to teach them like, you know, you work, you get paid. I've talked about this before, and I know a lot of people think I'm ridiculous for it. I've heard about it. I can't believe she thinks their kids need to work at this age, but I do. I feel like it's so important to say like, hey, these are your jobs. You do your job, you get paid, and then you need to be responsible with that money and use it wisely. I feel like it's a big, huge life lesson, and I want to do it right. And we've kind of done it a little bit. We kind of fall off the wagons. It's like, I just need to slowly incorporate it and have it be something that's gonna stick. And I haven't figured that out quite yet. So I will, but right now, like with the timing and the everything, it's I feel like it'll just ease in very soon. Thinking something like always doing the dishes instead of like, cause I don't mind doing them. Like, it's not my favorite chore. I don't love it actually, but I don't mind it. So it's like, I just do it most of the time. If I'm busy or like I have like a work deadline or something like that, they'll definitely step in and do it for me. But yeah, I don't really know. Maybe having them take over their own laundry. That's something I could take from the tidying up series, is having them do more of their own laundry, like putting away their own laundry and kind of managing that side of things. Like maybe having a little more independence. I want them to be able to move out and handle their crap, you know, like be able to take care of themselves. I want to set them up right. So this is that whole beating yourself up as a mom. Like, how do you do it right? I don't know. Like, I told my parents, I was like, I don't know how you guys did it. Like, I don't know how you're 2 for 2. Like, my sister and I both turned out all right. Like, pretty all right. and like, I just hope I get 2 for 2. Like, I worry that I'll get 1 for 2. Like, I just want my kids to be good people. Oh, it's so much parent stress. I hate it. I think about it so much, where it's just like, please have my kids turn out to be good humans. That's all I'm asking for. Like, good humans who have their crap together. That's all I want. Fingers crossed. I don't know. So we'll see. But I think the structure and everything else will help. So speaking of being good, I gotta go. So that's it. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.